Earth's lost battle fleet has just reappeared armed with unthinkable power decades after a disastrous interstellar battle that saw the presumed destruction of Earth's most advanced battle fleet. The vessels have suddenly reappeared drifting silently in the void. The discovery shocks a routine deep space survey mission. The survey team quickly realizes the battle fleet has been transformed, their once familiar ships, now adorned with alien technology and bristling with unimaginable firepower. Hurrying back to Earth, the team issues an urgent warning. The lost fleet has returned, and they seem to have gained access to capabilities far exceeding anything humanity has encountered before. Earth's leaders are thrown into chaos, grappling with the implications. A single thought looms large in their minds: what happened to the brave crews who manned those ships, all presumed lost in the fateful battle, now returned but transformed beyond recognition? As the news spreads, panic ripples through the populace. Some whisper of an alien invasion in the making, while others cling to the hope that their long-lost heroes have triumphed against all odds. Either way, the appearance of the battle fleet marks a pivotal moment in human history, one that will test the limits of their resilience and ambition. In the halls of power, heated debates rage. Military strategists demand an immediate show of force, while diplomats argue for caution and measured engagement. Tensions reach a boiling point as factions vie for control of the narrative and the response plan. Amidst the chaos, a lone intelligence analyst pieces together clues from the limited data gathered by the survey team. Her findings paint a disturbing picture. The battle fleet did not simply reappear by chance, but was deliberately summoned to this location by an unknown force. She presents her theory to the hastily assembled Crisis Council, a theory that sends shockwaves through the room. If true, it means the reappearance of the fleet is not the end of the story, but merely the calm before a gathering storm. The council is gripped by a growing sense of dread as they consider the implications. An advanced alien civilization capable of not only tracking down and retrieving Earth's lost fleet, but also enhancing their technology to unprecedented levels. One thing is clear: whatever force is behind this has the potential to pose an existential threat to humanity. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, the Council makes a decisive move. They will dispatch a specialized team to make first contact with the battle fleet, tasked with uncovering the truth behind the fleet's transformation and the motives of those responsible. This elite group will venture into the unknown armed with the latest technology and the hopes of a world hanging in the balance. As the team prepares for their perilous mission, the citizenry of Earth hold their breath, uncertainty and fear etched on their faces. For in the looming shadow of the resurrected battle fleet, the future of their world has suddenly become perilously uncertain. The team selected for the daring first contact mission is a diverse group of the brightest minds and most skilled operatives Earth has to offer, led by a seasoned commander with a reputation for bold action. The team includes a brilliant xenorchaeologist, a cunning intelligence specialist, and a group of highly trained commandos. As they board the state-of-the-art vessel that will carry them to the coordinates of the lost battle fleet, a palpable tension hangs in the air. Each member of the team knows the stakes could not be higher. A successful outcome could unlock unimaginable technological and scientific advancements for humanity, while failure could spell doom for their entire civilization. With a final salute to the anxious onlookers, the ship lifts off, disappearing into the inky blackness of space. The journey is long and arduous, but the team uses the time to meticulously plan their approach. Reviewing every piece of intel gathered by the survey team, they devise contingencies for a wide range of possible scenarios. As they near their destination, their sensors detect the unmistakable signatures of the long-lost battle fleet. The once familiar silhouettes are now adorned with alien structures and energy conduits. Their hulls, seemingly impervious to standard scanners, the team holds their collective breath, bracing for any signs of hostility. But to their surprise, the ships remain dormant, floating serenely in the void. At the commander's order, the vessel cautiously draws closer, finally coming to a stop within hailing distance of the enigmatic fleet. A tense silence falls over the bridge as the team prepares to make first contact. With a deep breath, the commander activates the communications array, broadcasting on all known frequencies. A message is transmitted requesting peaceful dialogue with the commanders of the battle fleet. Seconds tick by like hours as the team waits with bated breath for a response. Suddenly, the silence is shattered as the vessels spring to life, sensors blaring with warnings of rapidly charging energy signatures. The team braces for impact, but to their shock, the alien-enhanced ships do not unleash a barrage of devastating firepower. Instead, a series of dazzling beams of light erupt from the fleet, enveloping the team's vessel in a shimmering field. In the span of a heartbeat, the ship is transported millions of kilometers away from the battle fleet, deposited in the middle of a largely unexplored star system. The team is left reeling both from the unexpected mode of attack and the sheer technological prowess displayed by their erstwhile prey. As they struggle to regain their bearings, a new set of readings appear on the view screen. Their location is not an empty void, but rather the site of a massive celestial phenomenon, a wormhole of unprecedented size and stability. Recognizing the implications, the team knows they have stumbled upon a discovery that could forever change the course of human history. But before they can fully comprehend the significance of their find, the communications array crackles to life. A voice emerges, calm and authoritative, delivering a message that sends a chill down the spines of the seasoned operators. "Greetings, Earthlings, we have been expecting you." The team is left stunned by the unexpected response from the battle fleet, their minds racing to process the implications of the mysterious message. They had anticipated a violent confrontation, but instead find themselves face to face with an entity that appears to have been anticipating their arrival. As the eerie silence on the bridge gives way to a flurry of hushed speculation, the commander raises a hand commanding silence. She knows that in this precarious situation, every word and action must be carefully considered. Addressing the unseen entity through the communications array, the commander speaks with measured tones. "We come in peace, seeking to understand the fate of our lost fleet and the nature of the forces that have transformed it. We mean you no harm, but we cannot ignore the gravity of this situation." The response is immediate and unequivocal. "Your fleet was not lost, it was recovered by us. We have been observing your kind for some time and determined that the time has come to make our presence known." The team exchanges bewildered glances. Recovered by them? Observed for some time? The implications of these statements send a chill through the seasoned operators. Recognizing the need for more information, the commander presses on. "And what is the nature of your interest in humanity? What do you hope to achieve by making contact in this manner?" "We are a highly advanced civilization that has been monitoring the development of your species for centuries. Your potential has intrigued us, but your penchant for conflict and self-destruction has long been a source of concern. We have intervened to prevent your premature destruction and to guide you towards a more enlightened path, one that embraces unity, cooperation, and the responsible use of technology." The commander's brow furrows as she processes this revelation. "So you're saying you've been orchestrating events all along, directing the course of human history to suit your own agenda?" "In a manner of speaking, yes. We have carefully curated the circumstances that have led to this moment, the reappearance of your lost fleet serving as the catalyst for our first formal contact." "But why now? What has changed that compels you to reveal yourselves to us?" "The time is right. Your kind has reached a critical juncture in your development. You stand at the precipice of either great advancement or total annihilation. We believe we can be the key to your ascent as a galactic civilization, but only if you are willing to heed our guidance." The commander opens her mouth to respond, but is cut off by the frantic shouts of her crew. Commander sensors are detecting a massive energy surge from the wormhole. It's destabilizing rapidly. All eyes turn to the view screen as the enormous rift in space begins to buckle and collapse within moments. The team's vessel is swept up in a maelstrom of twisting spacetime, the wormhole's energies tearing at the hull. The commander grips the arms of her chair as the ship is violently jostled. "What's happening? Where are you taking us?" The disembodied voice returns, its tone tinged with a sense of urgency. "We must accelerate the process. Events have been set in motion that cannot be undone. You and your kind will be the first to witness humanity's true destiny." As the wormhole's collapse reaches its climax, the team is engulfed in a blinding flash of light, and the ship is hurled into the unknown. Its occupants left to ponder the true nature and intentions of their enigmatic captors. The team is left stunned by the unexpected response from the battle fleet, their minds racing to process the implications of the mysterious message. They had anticipated a violent confrontation, but instead find themselves face to face with an entity that appears to have been anticipating their arrival. As the eerie silence on the bridge gives way to a flurry of hushed speculation, the commander raises a hand commanding silence. She knows that in this precarious situation, Every word and action must be carefully considered. Addressing the unseen entity through the communications array, the commander speaks with measured tones. We come in peace, seeking to understand the fate of our lost fleet and the nature of the forces that have transformed it. We mean you no harm, but we cannot ignore the gravity of this situation. The response is immediate and unequivocal. Your fleet was not lost, it was recovered by us. We have been observing your kind for some time and determined that the time has come to make our presence known. The team exchanges bewildered glances. Recovered by them? Observed for some time? The implications of these statements send a chill through the seasoned operators. Recognizing the need for more information, the commander presses on. And what is the nature of your interest in humanity? What do you hope to achieve by making contact in this manner? We are a highly advanced civilization that has been monitoring the development of your species for centuries. Your potential has intrigued us, but your penchant for conflict and self-destruction has long been a source of concern. We have intervened to prevent your premature destruction and to guide you towards a more enlightened path, one that embraces unity, cooperation, and the responsible use of technology. The commander's brow furrows as she processes this revelation. So you're saying you've been orchestrating events all along, directing the course of human history to suit your own agenda? In a manner of speaking, yes. We have carefully curated the circumstances that have led to this moment, the reappearance of your lost fleet serving as the catalyst for our first formal contact. But why now? What has changed that compels you to reveal yourselves to us? The time is right. Your kind has reached a critical juncture in your development. You stand at the precipice of either great advancement or total annihilation. We believe we can be the key to your ascent as a galactic civilization, but only if you are willing to heed our guidance. The commander opens her mouth to respond, but is cut off by the frantic shouts of her crew. Commander sensors are detecting a massive energy surge from the wormhole. It's destabilizing rapidly. All eyes turn to the view screen as the enormous rift in space begins to buckle and collapse. Within moments, the team's vessel is swept up in a maelstrom of twisting spacetime, the wormhole's energies tearing at the hull. The commander grips the arms of her chair as the ship is violently jostled. What's happening? Where are you taking us? The disembodied voice returns, its tone tinged with a sense of urgency. We must accelerate the process. Events have been set in motion that cannot be undone. You and your kind will be the first to witness humanity's true destiny. As the wormhole's collapse reaches its climax, the team is engulfed in a blinding flash of light, and the ship is hurled into the unknown. Its occupants, left to ponder the true nature and intentions of their enigmatic captors. The team sits in stunned silence, the weight of the aliens' words bearing down upon them like a suffocating blanket. Stranded in an unknown region of space, tasked with an unimaginable responsibility, they struggle to process the gravity of their situation. The commander turns to her crew, her gaze resolute. We did not come this far to be mere pawns in someone else's game. If these trials are the key to our survival and the future of our species, then we have no choice but to face them head-on. A murmur of agreement ripples through the bridge as the team members nod in acknowledgement. The commander turns her attention back to the communications array, her voice firm and unwavering. Very well, we accept your challenge. But know this, we will forge our own path, not simply follow where you lead. Humanity's destiny is ours to decide, not yours to dictate. A deep, booming chuckle emanates from the speakers, spoken like true champions, Earthlings. Your defiance is admirable, and it will serve you well in the trials to come. The alien's tone shifts, taking on a more somber note. But understand this, the challenges that lie ahead are unlike anything your kind has ever faced. The very fabric of your civilization hangs in the balance, and failure is not an option. The commander steels herself, recognizing the gravity of the situation. Then we shall meet those challenges with the same tenacity and ingenuity that has carried us this far. Humanity may have much to learn, but we are no strangers to adversity. Excellent. The alien responds, a hint of approval in its voice. Then let the first trial begin. At the alien's words, the battle fleet springs to life, their alien-enhanced forms surging with power. The team watches in awe as the vessels deploy a vast, shimmering energy shield, enveloping the entire star system in a protective barrier. Suddenly, the vastness of space is pierced by a series of massive, ominous shapes emerging from the void. Colossal alien vessels, their hulls bristling with exotic weaponry, converge on the shielded star system, their intent clear. Behold, Earthlings, the first challenge you must overcome, the alien intones. An ancient enemy, drawn to the power you now possess. They seek to claim it for their own, and they will stop at nothing to achieve their goal. The commander's eyes narrow as she studies the approaching fleet, her mind racing to formulate a plan of action. Then we shall meet them with the full force of our newfound capabilities. Bring it on, whatever you have in store for us. Humanity is ready. The alien's response is tinged with a note of apprehension. Be wary, Earthlings. These foes are unlike anything you have ever encountered. Their power and tenacity are beyond your comprehension. But if you are to have any hope of prevailing, you must draw upon every resource at your disposal. As the alien's words fade, the team braces themselves, their resolve hardening in the face of the impending conflict. They have been tasked with the weight of humanity's future, and they will not falter, no matter the cost. The battle lines are drawn, and the first trial of the vanguard has begun. The alien fleet bears down on the shielded star system, their massive vessels bristling with exotic weaponry. The team on the Earth vessel watches with bated breath, their hands poised over the controls as they wait for the first volley of the attack. Suddenly, the alien ships unleash a devastating barrage, their energy beams and plasma torpedoes slamming against the protective shield surrounding the system. The team is jostled violently as the shield buckles under the intense bombardment, but it holds firm. The commander turns to her crew, her eyes narrowed with determination. Activate the countermeasures. Let's show these invaders the true power we've been entrusted with. At her order, the Earth vessel springs to life, its alien-enhanced systems powering up in response. Brilliant beams of energy erupt from the ship's hull, intercepting the incoming projectiles and neutralizing them with dazzling displays of power. The alien fleet, momentarily stunned by the unexpected resistance, regroups and launches a renewed assault. But the Earth vessel, now bolstered by the might of the transformed battle fleet, meets each attack with an unwavering defense. They're trying to overwhelm us with sheer numbers, the commander observes, her brow furrowed in concentration. But their weapons are no match for the technology we've been given. As the battle rages on, the team gradually gains the upper hand, their mastery of the alien systems allowing them to outmaneuver and outgun their adversaries. The alien fleet, battered and outclassed, attempts to retreat, but the Earth vessel and its transformed counterparts give chase, unleashing a devastating barrage that cripples the invading ships. The commander watches with a mix of awe and triumph as the last of the alien vessels are destroyed, their wreckage drifting in the void. We did it, she whispers, the weight of their accomplishment settling upon her. Humanity has weathered its first trial. But the moment of celebration is short-lived, as the disembodied voice of the alien entity once again echoes through the communications array. Impressive, Earthlings. You have proven your worth in the face of an ancient foe, but know that this is only the beginning. The commander's eyes narrow, her expression hardening. What else do you have in store for us? We've earned the right to know the full extent of the challenges we face. In due time, Earthlings, the alien responds, its tone tinged with a hint of amusement. For now, bask in your victory. But be warned, the trials to come will test the very limits of your resilience and ingenuity. The team exchanges uneasy glances, the gravity of the situation weighing heavily upon them. They have emerged victorious from their first encounter, but they know that greater challenges lie ahead. As the transformed battle fleet converges around their vessel, the commander takes a deep breath, steeling herself for the trials to come. Whatever obstacles you have in store for us, we will face them head-on. Humanity is ready to take its place among the stars, and we will not be deterred. The alien's response is laced with a hint of respect. Then so be it, Earthlings. The future of your kind is now in your hands. Prove your worth, and perhaps you will find your place among the galactic powers that shape the destiny of the cosmos. With those words, the team's vessel is once again enveloped in a shimmering energy field, and they are hurled into the unknown, the weight of their mission growing ever heavier with each passing moment. The Earth vessel, surrounded by the transformed battle fleet, is transported through the void of space, its occupants bracing themselves for the next ominous challenge that lies ahead. The commander turns to her crew, her expression grim but resolute. We've come too far to falter now. Whatever trials the alien has in store for us, we will face them head-on. Humanity's future is at stake, and we will not back down. Her words are met with a chorus of determined nods from the team, their resolve hardened by the victories they have already achieved. As the ship emerges from the disorienting transport, they find themselves in a new and unfamiliar star system, its celestial bodies and stellar phenomena unlike anything they have encountered before. Suddenly, the communications array crackles to life, and the dice-embodied voice of the alien entity fills the bridge. Earthlings, welcome to the heart of the galactic frontier, a region teetering on the brink of a cataclysmic conflict that will shape the future of the cosmos. The commander's brow furrows as she listens intently, her mind racing to comprehend the implications of the alien's words. What do you mean? What kind of conflict are we facing? For centuries, two ancient civilizations have been locked in a bitter struggle for supremacy, their fleets engaged in a relentless campaign of conquest and subjugation. The balance of power has remained in a precarious stalemate until now. The alien pauses, and the team can almost sense the weight of its words. Your arrival has disrupted the delicate equilibrium, and the scales have been tipped. Both sides now see you and your transformed battle fleet as a potential game-changer, a prize to be claimed and wielded against the other. The commander's eyes widen as she grasps the gravity of the situation. You're telling us that we've been thrust into the middle of an intergalactic war, and that our very presence here could tip the scales in favor of one side or the other. Precisely, Earthlings. The future of this region, and perhaps the entire galaxy, now rests upon your shoulders. You must choose your allies wisely, for the consequences of your actions will reverberate across the cosmos. The team exchanges uneasy glances, the weight of their responsibility seeming to grow heavier with each passing moment. The commander takes a deep breath, her gaze steeling with determination. Then we have no choice but to face this challenge head-on. Humanity has come too far to back down now. We will navigate this conflict with the same tenacity and ingenuity that has carried us this far. The alien's response is tinged with a hint of approval. A wise decision, Earthlings. But know that the path ahead will be fraught with peril. The civilizations you now find yourselves caught between are ancient, powerful, and utterly merciless. They will stop at nothing to claim victory, and they will not hesitate to destroy you if you stand in their way. The commander nods, her expression hardening. Then we will meet their challenge with unwavering resolve. Humanity has proven its mettle, and we will not be cowed by the threats of these so-called ancient civilizations. So be it, Earthlings. The die has been cast, and the fate of the galaxy now hangs in the balance. Proceed with caution, for the trials to come will test the very limits of your capabilities. With those ominous words, the communications array falls silent, leaving the team to ponder the enormity of the task that has been thrust upon them. Steeled by their previous victories, they are ready to face the challenges that lie ahead, determined to secure a future not just for their own world, but for the entire cosmos. The Earth vessel and the transformed battle fleet find themselves at the heart of a brewing intergalactic conflict, caught between two ancient and powerful civilizations vying for supremacy. The commander stands on the bridge, her gaze resolute as she contemplates the monumental task that has been placed upon her and her crew. We've come too far to back down now, she declares, her voice carrying a weight that belies her years of experience. Humanity has been entrusted with a responsibility that extends far beyond our own world. We will not falter in the face of these challenges. Her crew nods in agreement, their eyes shining with a mixture of determination and trepidation. They know that the road ahead will be perilous, but they are buoyed by the knowledge that they have been granted powers beyond their wildest dreams. The commander turns to her tactical officer, her brow furrowed in thought. What can you tell me about these ancient civilizations we're caught between? The officer's fingers fly across the console, her expression one of intense focus. From the limited data we've gathered, it appears we're dealing with two highly advanced, technologically superior species. One is a collective hive mind, driven by a relentless hunger for expansion and assimilation. The other is a theocratic empire, consumed by a zealous belief in their own divine right to rule the galaxy. The commander nods, her mind racing to formulate a strategy. And what do they want with us? Why are they so hellbent on claiming our transformed battle fleet? It seems they view our newfound power as a potential game-changer, a resource that could tip the balance of the conflict in their favor. Both sides are desperate to bring us under their control, whether through diplomacy or outright conquest. The commander's lips tighten into a thin line. Then we have no choice but to play them at their own game. We'll use their own desperation against them, forging our own path through this intergalactic minefield. She turns to the communications officer, her voice authoritative. Open a channel to both civilizations. It's time we lay out our terms and make it clear that we will not be pawns in their conflict. Moments later, the bridge is filled with the holographic projections of the two alien leaders, their features etched with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion. Earthlings, the commander begins, her tone unwavering. We have been thrust into the midst of your conflict, but we will not be used as a means to an end. Our loyalty is not for sale, nor will we submit to the demands of either of your civilizations. The alien leaders exchange a tense glance, their eyes narrowing with barely contained fury. But before they can respond, the commander raises a hand, silencing them with a stern look. However, we are willing to consider an alliance, one built on mutual respect and the recognition of our autonomy. We have the power to tip the scales in your favor, but we will only do so on our own terms. Silence hangs in the air as the alien leaders weigh the commander's words, their expressions shifting from defiance to begrudging acceptance. Finally, one of them speaks, his voice laced with a hint of resignation. Very well, Earthlings. We acknowledge your claim to self-determination. If you are willing to lend your strength to our cause, we shall afford you the respect and autonomy you demand. The commander nods, a faint glimmer of triumph in her eyes. Then let us begin the process of forging this alliance. The future of the galaxy hangs in the balance, and we intend to shape it on our own terms. As the negotiations commence, the Earth vessel and its transformed battle fleet stand poised to play a pivotal role in the unfolding conflict, their newfound power and resolute determination shaping the course of the cosmos.